I've turned it off.
Well, we're in the ferry line. So get ready to board the ferry to Newfoundland.
Kathy from New York, who just sold everything and bought a van.
Yes.
And you follow our channel.
All the time.
That is so cool.
First look at Newfoundland.
Yeah. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, Morn. Hey, sweetheart. That was rough on Mommy and Daddy, too. It was rough. Not as rough as it was on you. No. Thank you.
Head northwest on Trans-Canada Highway toward Highway 1.
Wow, we're in Newfoundland.
In 200 meters, turn left onto Trans-Canada Highway, Newfoundland and Labrador 1 East.
Well, it didn't take long to get to our first overlander spot that I picked out as we make our way out of the little town here of Port Boston.
Your destination is on the right.
Just go ahead and go all the way around and just... We're not very level though, are we?
We're okay. I think we're actually pretty good. Oh, wow. So, how does it feel? We finally made it to Newfoundland.
I don't put makeup on or anything.
I didn't ask you if you had makeup on. I said, how does it feel to be in
It's
Newfoundland?
beautiful. The thing that I feared most is it was going to be foggy and raining and
Yeah.
windy and ugly, but today is absolutely gorgeous. Our first day is a great way to start it.
We spent quite a bit of time trying to figure out, well, what is it we want to do and what makes the most sense from the weather and when we're here. There are a few things that are on the bucket list. Seeing puffins, seeing whales. We're probably too late and too early for icebergs. And it's a beautiful, beautiful province and a beautiful country, and we feel so lucky to be here. And hopefully the weather will be like this the entire time. One of the last things we have to do every day before we head out, store a little dishy. And he won't fit in the compartment over here unless I go through the steps to stow him, which
Sometimes we forget.
sometimes I forget, yeah. There he goes. All righty. So we live in a world where being connected, it's both a luxury and for us it's a necessity, because you get to a place like this, if you don't have cell phone coverage, then how do you plan the next 2 or 3 days? With Starlink, it lets us just point the thing up there. We have connectivity. We can plan where we're going. We can stay in touch with family. First night's over. Time to start really exploring. made it to Corner Brook. That was quite the little drive across there. Really pretty and just so scenic. Tipping's Pond is where we're going right now.
Looking for Maggie a walk.
Wait for us to stretch our legs and let her do the same thing.
Hey, look at that, Maggie, a little pond. Just for you.
So the Tipping's Pond Trail goes around, I assume this is Tipping's Pond. So 1.3 miles, perfect trail and length of a trail for us and for Maggie while we're rolling down the road like this. Hey, this is officially our first hike in Newfoundland.
I know.
Isn't that cool?
It's cool. Going to be a little bit of a...
Yep. We are getting off the road a little bit. This looks like a spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how many weeks are we seeing here? We're just outside the entrance to the Gros Morn National Park. You can't camp like this inside the national park, so you do have to drive a little bit. I think he's rolling in the grass. Well, this is a good spot, Daddy. A few comments we've gotten so far since we've gotten the trip into PEI that we're doing more boondocking than people have ever seen us do. And
Yeah,
it's not that we don't like boondocking when we're camping on the East Coast. It's just that it's just not that much to do. But
Yeah, there's definitely not places like this.
I mean, we're going to cook dinner out here tonight too.
We'll do a taste test just to see what it needs. We've never done this before. Is it good?
You kind of hate leaving a free boondocking spot just like this. But if there's anything we've learned about being in Newfoundland and the maritime provinces is that there are other ones. There'll be ones that we'll enjoy too.
In 150 meters, turn right onto Newfoundland and Labrador 430 South.
Good Lord. That was deeper than I thought it was.
Turn right onto Newfoundland and Labrador 430 South.
Like I'm pulling in the caravans.
Yeah. So this is a very popular trail. We usually try to stay away from those, but we really want to see it. So
Very popular activity too. And we'll tell you in a few minutes why we probably are not going to take the boat ride. I say probably because we've been known to change our minds.
While I was making lunch, I went and took Maggie for a little walk. Got her a little tired.
Yeah.
So we're going to leave her on this 4-mile hike because I don't think she could make it.
She'll act like she doesn't want to go, which is what she just did, which is good for us.
Yeah.
We kind of
We don't feel as bad
tricked
about
her
it.
maybe. I don't know.
might have.
Maybe she tricked us. I don't know. Pretty cool. Life's never boring with this lady. Halfway out this hike, which is now almost 2 miles, she informed me that every day we need to see how many people we can make smile and share a smile.
Yeah, share a smile. It's free.
I didn't know we were doing that. People look at me like I'm weird now.
Hey.
Hey, they're smiling. See, it works.
It does work.
It works. Let's see if we can make these guys smile. Here we go. Ready? Here they are. Hey guys, how are you? What much of a smile was it? I smiled like a mother, but they didn't smile back. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, we're just about where the boat is, which is about when we're going to decide that we wish we had booked the boat tour.
Yeah.
If for no other reason that we can sit down and rest before having to hike 2 miles back that direction. But anyway, it's been an awesome hike.
All right, let's
Do you wish we had gone on the boat now?
maybe a little bit. You never know.
So we told you we would tell you why we're not. There's just so much to do here. We only have 3 weeks to spend on the island of Newfoundland, and you have to pick your battles. And it's like whale watching, and we want to go puffin watching, things that, well, I think they rank higher for you for sure.
Yeah.
And so
Not for you?
They do for me too.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
well, don't blame it on me then.
so we have to pick our battles and pick what we're going to pay money to do. And it's not just the money, it's the time. You know, you hike out here, you go for 2 hours, you hike back, you know, before you know it, you've got half a day involved in going on this. And we can see a lot in half a day.
And leave Maggie for that long. They do have kennels. Looks like they have 3 big
You're
kennels.
up there petting one of the dogs.
I had to pet one of the dogs. I'll show you what that looks like.
Yeah. Okay. Now we need to walk back. So to give me an excuse to sit down on some of these benches, when we get to a bench, which these are really cool benches, by the way, we're going to stop and share a little bit about what you might need to know if you want to come on this hike. Not if you want to go on the boat, but just the hike. So what are the metrics?
I think our around 4 miles. I'm not really sure about the...
It's not completely flat. There are hills you have to climb up and over.
It's definitely a very well-maintained a path. It's like a one-lane road almost.
Yeah. One other thing you may want to be aware of, because it's a gravel road and because all the trees around you are such dwarf-sized trees.
So there's not a lot of shade. So you definitely want to be prepared for that. You know, today's overcast, and, you know, a lot of days here are overcast. But if it's sunny out, you might want to bring sunscreen or a hat or something like that. So
come early in the morning or late in the evening, especially if you're not trying to get on the boat. So, all right. That was a good excuse to rest for a minute. We'll walk to another bench and then we'll share a few more things. So one of the things you're going to notice when you're on this hike is all the trees are kind of so small and down to the ground, and you can see for a long ways, and there's a lot of nature. You've really enjoyed a lot of the flowers.
The wildflowers are really, really pretty, and I love the trees. They're just so different than anything that we've seen.
Hey, that's a hawk right there.
Wow.
Come back here, buddy. Nope. We're about to say you don't see a lot of wildlife, but I guess we need to rethink that.
Yeah.
So you see a lot of the trees and a lot of the vegetation that's just different and kind of unique to this area. It's surrounded by what's known as a bog. So if you think of being bogged down, that's what it is. And you go out and take a picture or something, you're going to sink down. So
along the trail, they have different little stations that you can stop and read the little placards and stuff that tells you a little bit about what you're seeing and the forest around you. And they did say on one of them that you won't see moose in here because they can destroy the forest. And so they don't want them to destroy the forest. And
so they have fences around it to protect it, and then they hunt them to lower numbers than they have in the past because they had to choose between the moose population and the forest itself, and I guess they chose.
But it's very informational. Everything, you know, here's been very informational. It's been a cool walk down.
Yeah. And we saw a hawk. Let's keep walking. So the thing you may be wondering is, what's the payoff for this hike? And it's not really the end of the hike, is it?
What do you mean? Oh, no, the payoff is not the end. It is beautiful, and you can see the
fjord.
Yeah, the fjord and just the mountainside, how big it is. It's just huge. I mean, you know, we've seen it from the car driving by and stuff, but being able to see it in person was pretty awesome. And walking up to
most people do this hike so they can get on that boat. We were probably in the minority, but there's a lot to see. But also when you get there are bathrooms there. There's a snack shop that you can get something to eat. There's souvenirs that you can purchase. You know, you want to walk all the way to the end because the water is beautiful. And especially if you bring a picnic or something, that would be a really good place to bring your picnic and sit down and eat. One more to go and we'll tell you whether we would do it again or not. Okay.
All right. So I'll ask you the question. Would you do this hike again?
Not today. It's 4 miles. And I might tomorrow, probably would next week. So you've got to encourage yourself to get out into nature and be part of nature. And when you do, you never know what nature's going to present to you and what you're going to see. And, you know, like we stopped and rested a moment back there, and that hawk flew within 5 or 6 feet of us. And I don't know about you, but
that's what makes our day.
That makes it worth getting up every day. That makes it worth going, turning around and coming here, being out in nature and just being part of it as opposed to just seeing in pictures. It's so what about you? Would you do it again?
I don't think so. I think it's one of those things that if you've never done it, I would do it. You know, just to be able to see the landscape and how pretty it is. But I would probably choose another hike that I haven't been on before I would choose that one. Yeah.
We got a little pup dog now. It's going to be really happy to see us. We have about a mile left to go, but it's a beautiful, look at this. It's a beautiful hike around one of the freshwater ponds. Ray Hubbard.
Yeah.
Ray Wiley Hubbard.
Ray Wiley Hubbard's favorite saying is,
the days that I keep my gratitude higher than my expectations, those are great days. That's the secret.
It is.
That and taking naps.
You and your nap. One of the best things about having a dog and leaving them in the van, which we hate to leave Maggie in the van, is getting back and see how happy she is to see us.
Think she'll be happy?
Yeah, I think she'll be really happy.
She usually is.
She is. We always like to sneak up on her and see if she's sitting up front or in the back and knowing where she is. And Owen just pecked on the window, so she knows she's not up front, so she must have been in the back. Now, is she at the door? No, she's not. There she is. There she is.
Hey, sweetheart. Here, you want to go to this grass? Come on. Come on. You just want to roll on the grass? You don't need to pee or anything? Can I find you a spot? Or are you okay? You okay? You want to get Mom? Come on. Let's go get Mom. Wait a minute. We'll walk with her. Wait a minute. Wait, Mommy. But as you can see, she's really smoking. Well, we knew this day may come. It looks like it has. If you look out the front, things are smoking. I think that's a telltale sign that the bomber, the second alternator, has given up the ghost. So I'm going to have to go underneath it and unplug it now. And
Man, it stinks.
yeah, she's fried.
Is she?
She's fried.
I hope that's what it is.
It's been fine up to this point. We've, it's been whining and making a noise, but it's been working. But we knew eventually it probably was going to die.
And we definitely look at the batteries and what they're doing and making sure they're charging and all that stuff.
On the way from the last hike, we made it about 6 miles, 7 miles, and it was going down, and it was doing a negative 109, 110, 115 amps of draw. So you could tell it was doing some stuff it wasn't supposed to do. So I pulled over as soon as I could. And
it is smoking, and
it is.
We didn't realize it was smoking until we pulled over, which...
Now, I just need to figure out how to disconnect this.
All right.
And it's raining. We have 0 bars of service. So I got back here and put Dishy up so we can research making sure we know exactly how to take this apart and do it right. But as you can see, she's really smoking. I need to double check on her again.
Disappointing. All I can...
Very disappointing. First thing I have to do is cut the heat shield that I created off.
And you got that zip tied on?
Yeah, with a stainless steel zip tie.
So he's going to zip tie the wire.
Yeah.
From the bottom. I'm not sure. I'm sure he'll explain it to you. I'm not really sure what.
Okay, so here's the bomber, the red alternator that's a second alternator for the Echo. Disconnected the cable, and now I need to start the motor and see if the belt is spinning freely, and if it is, we'll be able to have air conditioning. If it's not, I'll have to cut that belt, which means we will not have air conditioning while we're driving for the remainder of the trip. So that may make a difference in our planning, but okay, it is spinning. We will have air conditioning, so it is spinning, and we'll just keep an eye on it. We'll have to run the generator now to power the battery so we can continue to boondock.
So we didn't have any signal out here, so we did have to put up the Starlink just to get signal to research and make sure. I mean, Owen's researched this thing to death, but he wanted to make sure that, he unplugged everything correctly. We called Grant.
Yeah, we actually used Starlink to call Grant Wilson at Freedom Van Gogh, and he pulled off the road and walked me through what I needed to do to make sure we disconnected everything properly. And Grant, thanks, buddy. We appreciate you, little fuzzy-headed guy. We like you a lot. And now I just need to take, I almost got in the van and started driving, leaving Dishy up, but I need to take Dishy back down because we were telling you before, if you get out here in the middle of nowhere and you have an emergency, which is what we just had, we used to have a satellite communicator. I don't think I could have gotten in touch with Grant with that, but it was good to have. But now if we have an issue, first thing I'll do is just put Dishy up. We'll connect up to the internet, and then we're good to go. So now I just need to stow his little butt again so I can put him back in the... There he goes.
All right.
He'll pour water on me.
Yep.
And we'll take him down and get to going.
Figure out what we're doing next.
I think the only difference that this will do to us is we'll have to run the generator while we're rolling down the road, which means the generator uses about a quarter of a gallon of gas per hour. So while we're driving, that's how we'll charge the batteries.
So we've let it run a little bit. He's just going to check under the hood just to see if the belt's moving, running, and everything looks okay. Looks okay.
Wow.
That was scary.
Mm-hmm.
We knew that this might happen.
We talked about it before we left for this trip. We just about didn't come on the trip because of the possibility of this happening early on. And
it's just such a remote area.
Yeah.
And, if it did catch on fire and if it did ruin things under the hood and stuff, it would be really hard to get something to tow us and get it to a dealership and get it fixed enough for us to at least get home or get to Iowa or wherever we're going. So,
and we were just lucky that time. So one of the things I just do is bring up the Lithionics battery monitor and check to see how it's doing. And for about 2 minutes, it was 35 amps negative while we were going down the road, which is not should be happening, and then it went to like a negative 125, negative 130, and at that point I knew something was wrong. Stopped and found this little place, and I had to change clothes because I was soaking wet from getting up underneath there. But now we have a very difficult decision to make because we literally are about as far away from home as we could be. We have paid for the ferry to get over here. Our next major stop is a place that the Vikings landed, about as far north in Newfoundland as you can go.
What is 6 hour drive from?
It's a 6 hour drive from here straight north, and it is extremely isolated. But you know what? I don't know. We'll talk about it. I guess you guys will know when we know whether we're going or whether we're going back and seeing if we can get on a waiting list for the ferry. But we're not folks to give up, so we'll see how that goes. Right now we have the generator running. It's saying it'll take 2 hours and 21 minutes to charge completely with just the generator. Not very much solar coming in today.
Well, it's raining.
So how are you feeling? What do you think? Scary?
Yeah, that scared me a lot. I mean, just seeing all the smoke and stuff come out, and
we've had other friends and other folks that we know on the Facebook group for Echoes that they've literally caught on fire and it's burned up the inside of the engine and compartment.
It can do a lot of damage.
And the one guy even said, how do you put out a fire and watch your pet if you have a pet and you're traveling solo? And so you have to worry about that. What do you grab? And these two are the most important things in my life. So we would get you guys out and I don't know what else. Watch it burn. Grab the marshmallows. I mean, what can you do, right?
No, we wouldn't do that. But they did say too, and this is a thing that I wasn't really aware of, is that little bitty fire extinguisher that we have did not put their fire out.
Yeah, it was not good enough to put out an electrical fire. So you should carry multiple types of fire extinguishers.
We will definitely
should carry gloves that are fireproof so you can reach underneath there and disconnect it if you had to. I don't know. I worried about a lot of things with my Revel, but never about it catching on fire and never leaving us stranded.
Never with the Travado.
2,500 miles away from home.
And with the Travado, I mean, we
Yeah.
went all the way to Alaska and we didn't worry about it leaving us stranded. So,
I don't know. Right now we're a little down, but we'll fix that.
I think right now we're just going to figure out if we can live with the generator.
Not like we can go do the hike we want to do either. When it pours, it rains.
It does.
Beautiful place for it to pour and rain, though. So this is what we drove up here to see, the Arches Provincial Park. A lot like the rocks and the arches that we saw at Hopewell Rocks. We're both kind of flustered right now too, because you can imagine this takes the winds out of your sails when a piece of equipment fails that you depend on so much. Having to give Lynn a lesson on the 4 ways that we charge our house battery too, and
Just making sure I fully understand.
right, you gotta know everything about it in order to be able to help me make the right decisions. So.
I think you can park here overnight.
Yeah.
It's on Overlander.
Hey, look at that.
Look at that.
You can see the arches. Look. Wowzers, that's really cool. I hope you guys can see that. We'll probably show you a little better in a minute. We're gonna sit and talk and rest a little bit and do some gazintas. That's a lovely sound, isn't it? Not a great sound, but I'm telling you, we're really glad we have a generator. We've always said it gives us options, and it really is giving us options right now. So now, we're here, it's raining, but we're going to walk down and take a look at the arches. Get in the car, kids.
Why did they say that already? Look at those. They're huge.
Not the easiest to walk on, but look at this. This is really, really neat. Ta-da! Hello! Lynn just pointed out that it's not raining in here. Hello! Hello! Winnebago sucks!
Do it again.
Do it again. I almost got that one.
No.
Just about failed.
Doing my best this
I know. I can't walk on it. It's slick.
really quick.
I might have to stay here till the water comes in.
Then what?
Swim back up.
Oh.
I don't know. Isn't that beautiful, guys? Look at that.
The rocks are really beautiful too here. But a little big for me to be carrying in the van.
What?
I'm gonna give me one of these big rocks to carry in the van.
It does. It looks like an Easter egg, doesn't it? Look how beautiful that is. That isn't a rock. Wow. So I guess you're keeping that, aren't you?
I think so, maybe.
That's the reason. That's the reason that. It's one of the reasons that as we go on a trip, we progressively more and more get less and less gas mileage because the van gets heavier and heavier. But I love her. She likes to collect things. That's okay. She collected me.
Look at all these little rocks just laying up here on the side of Rock of the Arches. It's really cool.
I can say that this is living proof that the nerves of our butt have not been crossed with the nerves of our eyes. Because even though that happened today, we're still having a good time, and there's no way that we're having a crappy outlook on today. So, yeah, you get it.
Look, Emily, I found 2 rocks that Mother Nature has already painted. Aren't they pretty?
Underneath these arches here. Happy birthday, Early. We love you. Is that something we drove up here to see these arches? We're talking more about the rocks. That's just like us.
To get out and walk in the rain.
I know. We drove all the way up here. We drove, I guess maybe, I don't know, maybe an hour out of the way if we're heading back that direction. And the batteries are almost charged right now, so that's a good thing from the generator. We did call Winnebago and see what we could do, and we can't get an appointment. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do there. And so we have decided that driving to the most northern point where St. Anthony, where the Viking settlement was, I think maybe that might be a mistake to be that far away from civilization. So we're going to head back across Gros Morn and then head towards Twillingate, which is the way that we'll wrap back down towards St. John's. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think that's a great plan.
And we'll just make the most of it. We'll see what happens. You know, we were joking out there that said something in that cave. Said it back to me that they thought that Winnebago sucked too. It is frustrating to have a piece of equipment that they've known is an issue and it's given so many problems, and this thing's still 2 years old now almost and it's still giving issues, for it to cause changes to our plan.
Well, for it to I don't know, for it to be able to catch on fire and ruin your whole RV, you know, it's just, you know, uncalled for, if you ask me. I mean, they shouldn't put something in a van that could do that in the first place.
So if you try to get up, and we're not whining, we
are whining.
We are whining. Maybe we deserve to whine. But if the earliest appointment we can get to get this repaired, the week before Christmas, so the last week of December. It's the earliest appointment right now.
You can go and do the walk-in, but
they said you don't really know.
It might be 7 days. It might be 2 weeks. So you know, and who wants to stay in a hotel in Iowa for 2 weeks?
Maybe a younger Owen would have let this ruin our trip, but I'm not going to let it ruin our trip. We are just going to go have the time of our life, and we're here. Can't leave till our ferry leaves anyway, so we're just going to go play around in Newfoundland and have a good time. That's right. If we're whining, we're really sorry.
We won't whine no more.
We won't, probably not. I'll get a good night's sleep and all will be good. Well, right now I'm whining like a mother.
Yeah.
You need to put your beach sail on.
We'll do.
Alrighty.
We're out of here.
We've been up here for nearly 2 months now. Still haven't seen a moose.
Gull Pond, 2 kilometers.
It's been a long day. We're making our way over to Twillingate, but we are trying to find a place that we can just pull off and spend the night. We've already skipped one spot. Hey, there's a bunch of people up here. I don't know.
No,
guess
we're not a
back
spot.
into there.
Either there or just pull over here. So.
Okay, there we are. So we're both grinning because, you know, being this far out like this, if there'd been nobody here, we would have stayed, but we would have worried a little bit because, you know, you're the only one out here. But with 4 other vans sitting right back over there hunkered down, nah, we're not worried about this one at all. We'll sleep like babies. Well, good morning. Kind of cool here. in the low 50s, and it's not even going to make it out of the 50s today here, so that's a change. But you look back over here, all those vans had to be traveling together. They were up and out of here this morning about 7 o'clock. It's a little after 7 now, so they were all here, and isn't that great? You know, you can travel together, find a little place like that to hunker down and spend the night and get up and travel somewhere else. It's the best of all worlds, and things are a little different for us this morning. If you didn't watch yesterday's video, we almost had a fire in our van. We had a lot of smoke. We had the second alternator give up the ghost yesterday, literally poof, and smelling, and everything was melting, and it was, if I hadn't caught it, probably within the next, I don't know, a few minutes, it would have caught on fire, and our trip would be totally different. But as it is, our trip is different now, because as we drive down the road, we have to charge using the generator, which means last night we did a lot of work to minimize how much power we're using overnight, which we haven't had to do that. We usually just, the only thing we do is we turn Dishy off, and then everything else just stays on and it works when you wake up. But now we're having to teach ourselves to turn everything off, including the inverter and everything that runs on electricity, and then get up in the morning and turn everything back on. And it's just a little bit of a training exercise for us. Today, we're going to head closer, maybe even all the way over to Twillingate.
We're here.
Beautiful.
This is Long Point Lighthouse.
Yeah. Wow. This is just stunning.
It is.
It's dangerous to stay on the trails, but the trail's pretty overgrown, and the point that you get to down there looks like it could be a slippery slope. We'll go. So we're close to the lighthouse, and we're looking for a boondocking spot now.
A little steep.
Brakes don't fail me now.
Really?
And we're going to try to pull up on a couple pretty big boulders to level things out a little bit.
Okay, you're up on it.
That feels better. So I just made Lynn's day. She came out here. We're at Butterfly Mountain. What was that out there? That was a whale. We just saw a whale breach right here in the bay. There it is. See it? Look like it's getting ready to snow, don't we?
It feels like it.
It's in the low 50s, and the probably wind chill factors in the maybe the upper 30s. I wanted to explain something. We did just see a whale several times. I don't know what kind of photos or videos we're going to get of it, but maybe we'll get something. But
It looks really minute, you know.
yeah, we're a long ways away. If I turn this around and show you our view, you can see out through there, but you know, we're right up on the top of this
But we
ridge.
could hear it. One time it breached and we could hear
It
it.
blew, and it was something. So yeah, this is hard to beat here. This is a boondocking spot in Twillingate that we can see the lighthouse from here, the very tip of it.
Yeah.
And we're up here on this ridge. It is It's hard to believe. And boy, the echo just crawled all the way up here to the most difficult spot to get to on this in this area, and we just crawled all the way up here. And now we get to sit out and hope the whales come by again. Pretty cool.
I love this blanket.
It's awesome, isn't it?
It is. It actually snaps up.
Makes like a little poncho kind of thing, or a sleeping bag if you wanted to use it for that. Are you really that cold though, sweetheart?
I'm not that cold, but it sure does feel good.
You're a grown lady. You can get warm if you want to, can't you? Good morning, dreary day in Newfoundland. How'd we sleep? Well, 30 seconds at a time. Why? Wait a minute. You'll come. Wait a minute. That. Foghorns. But look how beautiful it is. Well, this was another spectacular boondocking spot in Twillingate. We're going to go into town and explore a little bit. But first, I've got to get off of these boulders, and I've got to get off of this little hillside. Turns out it's raining, and the restaurant we were going to go to was closed. Turns out we're going to drive to Bonavista. Vista. So we've made it to Bonavista. Vista. At least that's what the sign says. We can't really even see where we are. It's a little soupy outside today. Today we have a lot planned. I'm not sure we'll get to all of it. That's been our theme, is that we tend to plan things, and at first we'd plan 4 or 5 or 6 things in a day and get to 2 of them, and then we'd start planning 3 or 4 and we get to 2 of them, and then sometimes it rains, you don't get to any of them, or you don't get to do any of them. We get here, we just don't get to do them. It's hard to pick out just 2 things to do. I think we have 3 picked out for today. We go to the Bonavista Lighthouse, and then the next stop, you can see puffins from here, and hopefully, if that happens, that's one on my bucket list. That's her taking photos of puffins. Yep. If we can make that happen, I'll be good. So we got some other things planned, but we won't say what it is because we don't know if we'll get there. That's true. Let's leave this spot. This was a great spot, wasn't it? Like you said yesterday, it's a little noisy right here at the road. I don't know where all these friggin' people are going on this road. There's nothing up here.
Both businesses on either side were there.
There's nothing up here except the lighthouse, but until 11 or 11:30 last night, cars just kept buzzing by here, so I don't know where they were going. But so this spot over there, it's pretty typical of what you'll find up here. Just find a little grassy area and pull off and spend the night. There it is. Isn't it? It's cool, isn't it? It's like they made the entire house the lighthouse. Yeah.
2-story, I guess, maybe 4 with the light on top.
always having to clean my glasses. And if you wear glasses, you understand that. What do you think of the lighthouse?
Oh, I think it was beautiful. Love walking around. You notice that we don't ever go up in the lighthouses, and there's a reason for that. I'm a little claustrophobic, and
we're tightwads.
Maybe a little bit.
Starting to rain again. One of the locals said out of 365 days, they estimate they have rain at least sometime during the day, 300 days out of those 365. And a lot of times that rain is in the form of snow and ice. But our next stop is one that we hope will make both of us really, really happy. It's the Puffin viewing site at Ellinston. So let's head there. We're only about 13 kilometers away from there.
Destination will be on the left.
Whether we see puffins or not, this walk out here is pretty awesome. But when you get your hopes up and your expectations up to see puffins, and well, it's easy to be disappointed if you don't. So knowing us, we'll keep walking until we see them or we get wet.
Here comes a puffin.
Okay, you have to do a puffin dance for us. That's a pretty good happy dance there. Well, I did see a puffin today. Thank you.
Oh, you'll see them out there.
Okay, good.
They're just tinier.
They're what?
They're tinier.
They're not as big as her?
No.
Started raining just a little bit while we're out here, but I think we're just going to stay. This is has to be one of the top 10 most spectacular things we've ever seen. I'm not sure how I'm going to ever get Lynn to leave this spot. Just a few clips back, I got a seagull chasing one off and holding on to it and dropping it into the water. Wow. Success.
It was awesome.
They're very small, aren't they?
They are very, very little.
But such a...
Having the camera really helps. Binoculars would really help, but I kind of use the camera
as binoculars. This is something to do.
Yeah, this is definitely
This is it right here.
top on our list.
Yeah, for sure. So it takes an average of 2.5 hours to hike this trail. I'm pretty sure we're going to regret bringing Maggie. Many people have suggested that we get a backpack that Maggie can fit in. And
as she's getting older.
as she's getting older, we may have to do that now before we take our next trip, which, as we're getting to the end of this one, we're already starting to talk about what our next trip is going to be.
walk too far?
No, we found some shade. Figure we will rest for a few minutes and then
Okay. All right.
we'll keep going. Ben's doing the ET phone home. She's trying to download the All Trails map and she says she's got 2 bars of LTE, but who knows? She's got it to 98%. Let's see if it makes it. Oh, wow, look at this. Oh, man. Look at that. Can Maggie do that? Okay. Just hops right up, doesn't she? Ben told me to come out here and see what's out here. So the first part of this hike was pretty much just walking on a gravel road, but boy, once you get to here, this is, I can see how it can be the top 10 trail in North America. Wow, it is the stuff. It's awesome to be here, but the smell of these pine trees is just so fragrant. It is just, wow, what a trail. You hike down little parts like this and then come to overlooks like this. Wow. At all, does she?
She's got to be hot. You got to be hot. It's raining in the sun. I'm gonna find
Here's where she's. Here's the ledge she's on. Holy crap! I don't even want to stand on it.
No.
Look at that. She's just like right here, just a little bit off up in the air, buddy. Man. So this point here. Wow, I don't think it's going to get any more epic than this. This is just the payoff for the Skerwink Trail. We have a choice to make now. we can go this way and it will skirt the rest of the coastline, or we can go back this way and it will go inland, and it cuts about 1.5 kilometers off of the trip back. Since we have a 10-year-old pup dog, we're going to choose to do the shorter route. Come on, let's go. Come on. Wiggle, wiggle. There you go. Now you got it wiggling. What a trail though, guys. What a trail. What a trail. So I asked you off camera, but is that the best trail you've ever hiked?
By far the best trail I've ever hiked. Man, I wish we could have went the whole way, but
Yeah.
we got a pup dog.
So how good has today been? We woke up by the water, and then now the Skerwink Trail, and it's
And
by
the blue skies.
I know. I know. And there's still the best grilled cheese sandwich that others have ever eaten.
That's what we've heard.
That we've heard.
Yeah.
It's waiting on us when we get back.
Well, it's not waiting on us. We got to drive there, don't we?
We do.
Okay. It's not in the van or anything.
You know what I mean.
I'm being technical.
You are.
I'm sorry.
Particular snickety.
Maybe it's gonna lay down.
He just says, okay, Jay, found me some shade. Let's go, buddy. Come on. That's the good part about this. And most of this inland trail so far, there's been a little that's been uphill, but most of it's been at least flat or downhill. But you climb to the highest peaks, you probably expect that, but we'll see. Lynn told me to do this.
Oh crap. Fell apart.
That last shot was for my grandfather. I called him Papa. He loved to golf. He would have done that. He would have done that. He wouldn't have walked out here, but he would have done that. So you want to rest for 5 minutes in the shade, Mag?
That help?
I think we have about maybe a little under a mile left to go. But right back there, Maggie had that walk she does when she thought we were like right at the bottom of the trail and she thought we were back, and then it's a little bit deflating when you when there's some kind of caterpillar there. It's deflating whenever you find out that's not the case. It is kind of sad though, isn't it?
It is really sad. She used to could go so good. She could go further than we could.
Yeah.
Now it's
not fair. They get older faster than we do. And, but man, she was doing some pacing when we got to the trailhead. She wanted to go so bad.
in the van, she was doing the pacing. She was making sure she was going to go.
She let us know that I want to go. I'll be a trooper. Just take me.
I don't have the heart to leave her. Even if we can't do the whole trail, I don't have the heart to leave her.
Lynn is seeing if she can make a Toto basket sling for Maggie out of her shirt.
This is what we came up with. It's not perfect, but it'll be better than just carrying her.
I think so.
At least for a little bit.
Yeah. Well, we can see the end of the trail. I didn't carry Maggie maybe, I don't know, a quarter of a mile, half a mile maybe.
She's fine.
She's, this is going to end up being almost, I think it's going to end up being somewhere close to 5 miles. So and it's a lot of elevation gain for a 10-year-old pup. That's pretty good.
7. Yeah. Which we thought it was only like 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I have.
And we took the shortcut back too. So
We went in a different way.
yeah, we did. We could have driven and cut 2 kilometers off of the walking
That's
part.
what we should have done.
Should have done that for sure. But no matter which way you go when you do this, do it, because this is a fantastic hike. Easily the best hike either one of us have ever done as far as the payoff and the beauty of what you see, for sure. And I would have said that, and I may exaggerate every now and then, but Lynn would say it too, right?
I would, for sure.
And she under-exaggerates most
I
of the
do
time.
under-exaggerate, but
So that's a good thing to say. See, Maggie has gotten back her first win. That scared me. We parked way back up there at the church and walked down instead of blocking the road. I think I could have parked right there just as easily. Yeah, maybe so. Oh well. This is the Port Rexton Brewing Company, and we've stayed at a bunch of breweries and we've eaten at a bunch of breweries. This one has a really good reputation. I think Terry and Craig told us it has the very best grilled cheese sandwiches that they've ever had. Is that love? Best grilled cheese sandwich you've ever had?
pretty good. It's bacon and cheese. That's what I got.
Boy, mine was definitely the best grilled cheese I've ever had. Bread was sourdough bread that was awesome. Very well toasted. The cheese was...
You got hot mess, didn't you?
I got the hot mess, which is grilled onions and Swiss cheese, and man, it was...
Did you have some kind of meat on there? Did you
Yeah,
have
and bacon too, yeah.
And some
bacon.
kind of mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Spicy mayonnaise.
Yeah, it was good. It was really, really good. And Maggie helped me eat part of mine, and I think she's now thinking, okay, crap, we're going back to the RV.
Yep.
Are you drunk?
I'm just
Thanks for helping me. What'd you say?
I'm not drunk. I'm just drinking.
That's a blues song I used to do. Come on, buddy. Let's go. All right. We figured out we're going to drive about an hour and a half tonight towards St. John's. And we found a place we think we're going to spend the night. It's nothing spectacular, but, you know, it's a place. And that's what we're looking for tonight. Something close to the Trans-Canada Highway. And we'll sneak off, find a place to sleep, and then get up tomorrow and head into St. John's. Tomorrow's a special day because it's my sweetheart's birthday.
Yay!
That means she gets to choose everything we're going to do tomorrow.
Aye.
Unless when she wakes up, she says, my birthday present is I don't have to choose anything. And that might be what she chooses because she hates making decisions. All right. But I think I found it, and without getting run over from behind.
In 500 meters, you will arrive at your destination.
Some people park right there,
Okay.
but there's over there. There's water right down there. Isn't this neat? Not like we have any idea where this goes or what it does or anything. Just off on a dirt road. This is a little skinny through here though. I actually think this will do. Hard to tell in the video, but we're definitely leaning on the driver's side. So I think we'll more than likely try to find a more level spot. So if we could get level here, we'd probably stay here, I guess. But if we could get level, we have no trouble at all staying here. This is okay. This is not going to be one of those places where we stay and we have a view of a bunch of water.
We were just
Remember earlier that I said tomorrow was Lynn's birthday? She just threw up the "What are you doing, dummy?" Card of, I don't want to wake up right here beside of these bushes on my birthday. But she didn't tell me that before. It was like, will wake up beside of me. That's all that matters.
It is all that matters.
She actually wake up beside of me. Maggie. All right, which way do I go?
Turn right onto Trans-Canada Highway, Newfoundland and Labrador 1 East.
We found another one that is a little bit
Not right beside the highway.
not right beside the highway. Well, option 2, you won't hear a lot of traffic, that's for sure. This is it's a long ways off the road, and this is, I don't know the last time they paved this road, but man, it has some frost heave for sure. Okay, here we are. The building doesn't look like much, but we're not sleeping there. I'm so thankful for our clearance, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. It's really come in handy on
It
this.
has. This grass over here to the right is why Maggie has chosen this one. She thinks this is the best one. And this is why I think this is the best one. Maybe Lynn too. We are going to set up the side door right there.
It's awesome.
Maggie, we have our own little small peninsula out here. This is happy dance for the year, sweetheart.
It is. It's awesome.
This is it right here. This is pretty cool. And let me show you something else. That's a reason this might be a real cool find. We don't show you where we empty our crapper anymore because so many people give us a hard time about emptying our crapper. So we just quit doing that. I don't know why you guys have to be such killjoys, but right back up there, 2 vault toilets. I'm not going to tell you I'm going to empty my cassette toilet in one of them. You can read between the lines.
We're not doing that anymore.
We're not doing that anymore, are we? No.
So many people complain about
Lynn says everybody gives her a hard time in the comments.
Yeah.
Leave my wife alone. Happy birthday, Mommy. Look at that, Mommy. That's not a bad place at all. Yeah. That's a, feel this grass, Maggie. Isn't it awesome? Another really awesome Newfoundland boondocking spot. It's really cool. Sunset's painting to be even prettier than it was before. Met some locals and I talked to them and made sure we're okay staying here, but they also pointed out if we drove around the corner and kept going, there was a little spot on the beach over there that was right on the ocean that we were welcome to use as well. Gotta love it here. Everybody says the folks in Newfoundland are really, really nice. And the truth is, that's not an understatement. They are really, really nice and really care that we're having a good time and that we're safe and sound. And it's really cool to see.
Up this morning, Maggie's walk. Little beach. Sand here is really dark. Almost kind of looks like gravel. I don't think it is. those shells, those little pieces of rock.
This was an awesome place, wasn't it?
It was awesome. Good place for Maggie. It was kind of in front of a couple of houses, but
You felt a little weird about being here
yeah, I did.
at first, but
I felt we were being disrespectful, but it was a nice, quiet spot. Nobody said anything, and the people that we did ask said that there was no problem at all.
in fact,
Continue for
there's
7 kilometers.
folks that camp out here beside the beach. So if you're coming to this area, Chance Cove is where we are.
Yeah, and we just
Beautiful.
came by chance.
Yeah, by chance at Chance Cove.
That's right.
The Balmer alternator is still sounding like it's got a bunch of marbles in it, but it's still spinning. I checked everything out this morning, and we're still using the generator to create power while we're going down the road. We're watching what we use power for at night, so I'm not going to say we're going to make it, but we have a week left before we get on the ferry to head back over, and then it's just a drive home. So there's a good chance we may salvage this trip. We thought it would have been easy just to get back on the ferry and go home when that thing caught on fire.
But we're making it. And we're making the best of
Make
it.
the most of it. That's right. That's the way we try to do things.
Got it this way.
Awesome stop. We thought we were driving to St. John's, but first we made a little detour to this famous place. I won't say it because I don't want the video to get flagged. Well, we got a seat on the patio here. That means right up here. Over here. This way. This way. Nope. Nope. What about right here?
Hey, Booger.
Good girl. Good girl. Fish and chips and fish tacos.
Yeah.
Yummy. With lunch behind us, we set out once again to make it to St. John's, Newfoundland. But when we reached the Trans-Canada Highway, Lynn said, turn right instead. I've got something else I really want to do today on my birthday.
We're heading to
Cape St. Mary's
see some birds.
Preserve, which is one of the largest bird preserves in North America. One of the biggest questions we get all the time is, what's it like to be in Newfoundland? And I tell folks, well, think about being in a state like Virginia that only has one major road that kind of cuts across the very top of the state, loops around, and maybe has a few roads that go off of that to all the different little towns and areas. That's the way it is. So making a decision to go to St. Mary's Preserve, it didn't mean that we were going to kind of stop on the way. No, we had to head back towards Twillingate and then turn left on one of those remote roads that's very rarely paved, well, to head over there.
Continue for 13 kilometers.
For us, this ecological reserve embodies why we chose to travel. You see, we travel to put ourselves in places, challenges, and situations we've never seen or experienced before. Such was the case with our trek to hike out and see the largest colony of the northern gannets in North America, where over 30,000 of these biggest seabirds call home each summer. Lynn's birthday wish was to use her amateur camera to capture at least one frame-worthy photo of these magnificent birds. If you're thinking of going to this remote island, hopefully what follows will convince you it's worth the distance traveled. If going in person is not in the cards for you, then hopefully this can give you a taste of this experience. But nothing can come close to being there. The smell of the ocean, the seagrass, and the birds. Nothing can compare to what 30 to 40,000 gannets singing for their food and attention sounds like when you're that close to them. And nothing compares to seeing these acrobats in person, sometimes flying so close to you that you can feel the air move on your neck as they swoop by. Faced with the choice of a big city of close to 500,000 people or a remote area on a remote island where more birds visit each year than people, well, I believe Lynn chose wisely, and we hope you enjoy reliving this experience with us. We're almost there. Almost there. Check this out. And the sounds are just the sounds of the birds and my happy wife. Spectacular. Happy birthday!
You could see the wheel of time, and that you were still a friend of mine. The story wasn't over yet, and no one can tell what's coming next. The journey is not ours to control. The journey is not ours to control. I'm glad that it is so. I'm lucky it is so. Trying to seize everything I desire. But as strange as it may sound, when I'm still, things seem to come around. The journey is not ours to control. The journey is not ours to control.
So they left a bit ago, but thanks to Stu, we've got the settings on the camera where it's a lot of fun to take these fast-moving pictures with this camera. And who knows what kind of shots we ended up with, but it's getting cold out here. I'm going to go back and I guess we'll make dinner and settle in for the night. What a day. What a day. Well, I'd say good morning, but
Not much of my.
Good Lord, we've been up all night long. We've had winds that probably topped out at 70 miles an hour here, constantly blowing, I don't know, 35 to 45. Camping right on a sea cliff like this.
Yeah, probably not the best idea.
Looking at the weather, we should have moved away and got further inland. But even inland today, we're going to have constant winds at 12 o'clock, almost 40 miles an hour. So I think both we left the Starlink up last night. Is that what you were worried the most about?
Yeah, I couldn't sleep because I was worried about that stupid dish blowing off.
And I got out there this morning in the dark, finally around 4:30, and took it down, put it in the backpack here.
But it was fine.
It had ridden fine. There was no issues at all. So we're going to leave Cape St. Mary's and head, I guess, at least a little further inland.
And then take a nap, maybe.
More like take a sleep. Let me show you what it looks like. You see the building back behind us and the amount of fog, and it's going to be a test to drive out of here in all this wind.
And fog.
It's and as if it wasn't, when the fog rolled in too, I guess you know what happened. That's a lighthouse, and it is a navigational lighthouse, and well, it started doing its little foghorn thing too. So
I couldn't really even hear the foghorns
couldn't
from
hear
all
it
the
at all?
rain, no, and the wind.
all right, well, enough yakking. Let's see if we make it out of here. This little one-lane road out of here should be interesting to meet somebody. We stopped in a little community of Branch to make coffee in. So as rough as the weather was last night, and as rough as the road was to get out there, and rough as it was to not get any sleep and be up early this morning, this traveling and all this wind, being out there with all those thousands and thousands of gannets and being able to take photos and videos, I think maybe it's a once in a lifetime kind of thing that you just, it was just fantastic to do. Wasn't what we thought we would do for all of Lynn's birthday yesterday, but I think maybe it'll be something we'll remember, won't we, Mag? All right, since we didn't sleep last night, we are trying to find a little place that we can pull off near a lake or a pond here that we can rest a little bit and take a nap and rejuvenate before we head into St. John. Looks like Lynn found us a good place.
Maybe. Never know till you get there.
We're going into St. John. So St. John's has a population of over 400,000 people, which doesn't sound like a lot for U.S. standards, but that's 25% of the population of Newfoundland, all in this one city. I think they're all out walking around today too. I don't know for sure, but they might be.
Signal Hill?
This is Signal Hill Battery Road. What are you taking?
I'm taking my coat, my boggin, my gloves.
What are you taking, Maggie?
Maggie, what do you want to take? You want your coat?
Do you want
You
to
want
go?
to go? Do you? You want to go? Oh, I can't get through there. Your body's too little.
The gap's too little, Mama. My body's too big.
Yeah.
Signal Hill is a historic national site in Newfoundland, considered by some to maybe be the most historic. We quickly rolled through the city of St. John's and made our way up there, hopefully to take in some of the history and maybe even a hike or two. Why is it famous? Well, first for the Battle of Signal Hill in 1762, where the French lost control of the city of St. John's. And then again in 1901, it was famous for an antenna, a kite, and the letter S, which was the first transatlantic message ever sent and received, the Morse code for S. And it was here that Maggie got to meet her first Newfie in person, and checking off what we have to think was on her bucket list for visiting Newfoundland.
Look at those paws. So we have a confession to make. We're here in St. John's, and it's a huge city compared to what we've seen so far in Newfoundland. And
Yeah.
we like the other part better, so that's where we're heading. So we're driving at night, which we very rarely do. And you'll never guess where we ended up.
We'll show you in the morning.
And you'll never guess where we ended up after that long drive yesterday.
We are back at Twillingate because, well, we could, and it's one of the places we loved. We didn't get to hike up to there. We didn't get to hike around, and look at the skies, blue skies. Couldn't be more perfect. We're gonna sit outside today and tomorrow. I don't know, maybe for the next, till it starts raining, watch for whales and just enjoy being right here. Last time we were here, we were up on that hill. It was full when we got here last night, so we ended up at the little, what used to be a campground here. The good thing about that is we end up with picnic tables. So
How do you like that?
I can work outside. We've, yeah, this is it, guys. Pretty cool.
Can't stop now, buddy. Nobody has brake lights, all right? What's up here? Just a little bit higher up.
We came up this way, right?
Yeah, we did.
I think they were down there before we started. Oh, we're way down, yeah. I thought we were at the bottom.
Place to wake up, guys, that's just for sure. We're out walking Maggie on her morning walk, drinking coffee, whale watching. Wow. And tell us of your story. What are you doing?
I am traveling the North America looking for wildlife.
And tell us about the wildlife you've been wanting to find forever and you just accomplished.
Tracking the stellar seal out of Russia.
Yeah?
It's just been here a lone bird for 2-3 years now. They've been tracking it, birders.
And
I caught up with it on Lynn's birthday, August 18th. And what an awesome
send us a
experience.
picture, and we'll put a picture
Will
of it
do.
in the
Will do.
in there.
Yeah.
She has a beautiful van. Look at this. She's got emblems everywhere. She's got on the other side is really cool. Look at this. Look at that. Isn't it cool? She's done a lot of work to the inside, and you know, a size like this, a sprinter for one person is perfect. And one of the nicest folks, you guys saw us hike with her yesterday, so
You guys are awesome.
we appreciate you a lot, sweetheart. It's really been good.
Yes, I was told that you have live music tonight at the pub, and that we would need to reserve a seat or a table. Or so, can I get a reservation for 3?
Look who we found. We picked up another van lifer. She's a real van lifer.
Yeah,
though.
she
We're
is.
just
We just want to
we're
be.
just retired old people, but she's a real.
If I disappear, I'm back.
4-footer, she's called painted green. She's a 30-foot mast. Under cabin sleeps 3. Oh, a 30-foot mast. Under cabin sleeps 3.
I really do. I have to see that one.
You haven't booked your ferry back yet, have you?
No, I have not. What if I get stranded here?
Well, there. I guess you can tell us how the winters are here. Well, we're leaving Twillingate today and heading close. I guess we're going back to Gros Morn National Park, somewhere over that direction. It's been really, really good to hang out with
Kathy.
for so long, and
It's a beautiful area. We love it here.
yeah,
Saw some whales.
yeah, it's been just perfect. We're gonna miss her, aren't we?
We are.
That's pretty cool. It was really good to spend time with you, Kathy. Let's go reposition so we can get on a ferry. We saw a moose finally. Back in Gros Morn National Park. That's kind of awesome. No signal. Our last night here in Newfoundland, and we're trying to find a boondocking spot right outside of Gros Morn National Park. It's supposed to be on the water, but we'll see. It's beautiful, but the challenge is going to be not so much getting down here or getting out, but getting level. But man, wait do you see the view here? Look at this place we're going to spend the night. Now I just have to figure out how to get level.
Borrowing a rock from the fire pit. Put it pretty unlevel here, but it's so pretty. We want to try to take advantage of it. All right.
Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can get up on this. Sounds like it won't do it, but it actually has to figure it out before it'll go on up.
Okay, you're up on the top one. The back one's not. Here's what it looks like on the other side of the van. It's absolutely gorgeous.
We're gonna just enjoy
Our last night.
in Newfoundland. What a great place. Getting out there, we saw a loon today. That's really, really cool. You fall down, that's gonna be wet. Look at that.
Hey Maggie, come get in the water.
Come here.
Come get in the water. Hey, the rocks are hard on your paws, aren't they? Hey. Hey. You gonna drink some?
Oh no, more rock. So the view is awesome. Now the smell is awesome. We have onions and red peppers and garlic cooking here. Later we're going to add some tomatoes, and we have sausage, and then we're making jambalaya tonight. That seems to be our go-to dish out here when it gets to be 50 degrees, and we're enjoying that a lot. And since tomorrow night we have to get on the ferry, and the next day during the day, we'll be crossing the border, and a lot of those things we can't have with us. We're going to try to eat ourselves out of house and home tonight, which means we're going to do a double portion of jambalaya. So we have a fire going, we have the lake, and we have steaming hot jambalaya with sausage. What do you think?
Oh,
Good
it's
stuff.
great. Yeah.
Good stuff, isn't
It
it?
is good.
Come on, Mag. Yeah, we're going to eat.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. You got great.
Laughing at me?
You got great form. 3. Whoa. I better spread it out a little bit so I can get all the little skips here. Whoa. That wasn't even one. That was just whoa. Did you find a good one? Oh,
Probably won't do
4.
good. Every time I think I find a good one, I don't do good.
2.
I know, it doesn't count.
that
but
one
it
hit the
did, like,
dirt
bounce
first
on
and
the
then
dirt
got a
and
1.
then went in the water. So
That was
is
pretty
2?
good. So we're finished skipping rocks for now.
Maybe. I'll probably try in a minute.
Okay.
Looking for another loon.
I know, that was cool when we saw the loon, wasn't it? Come on out, little girl. Look how beautiful it is out here. What a way to wake up on your last day in Newfoundland. Man, we have enjoyed our time on Newfoundland. So there are a lot of different ways to say where we are. Newfoundland, that's not the right way. Newfoundland, nah, that's not the right way. And we asked someone yesterday, how should we say it? And she was really, really nice. And she said, well, we say Newfoundland, but as long as you just come to whatever you call it and come and visit us here, we don't care what you call it. And that's the way the folks are here. But waking up beside of a lake here, really close to Gros Morn National Park, yeah, this is hard to beat. It'd be easy to talk ourselves into staying for another week or two. The weather's getting worse and worse, and I doubt we'll have many more days like this, and the locals here don't think you will too, so we'll see. But so today is a day when we're going to reposition one more time to head over to get on the ferry, and we'll take you with us. We have one special stop that we're going to make, and then we'll hang around until time to get on the ferry. Tonight's ferry ride is going to be in the dark. We took the nighttime ferry this time, and fingers crossed there's a chance we may get a cabin this time, so we'll see. But hard to leave here. Wow. Maggie, if I talk Mommy into staying here for another week, would you be okay with that? No, you want to go play with your toys at home or what? You just like where you are, don't you, baby girl? It seems funny. We brought our levelers. We didn't need to. We've always been staying out in the middle of the woods somewhere, or by a lake or by the ocean, and we've leveled on curbs. We pulled up on tree limbs and pretty good-sized boulders, but we've never gotten those levelers out. In fact, I keep them where I can get to them really, really easily, but I moved them out of the way, put them up where I'd have to really work hard to get them out, and put other things where I can get to them easily, because I just don't need them when we're here. We're leveling a rustic way. Well, all good things have to come to an end, and today is the day. We're going to drive to the ferry, but first we have to get off these big boulders and then make it out of this muddy access road down here to the lake up to the main road. And then we have something special planned, so let's see if I can get off of these boulders. You guys know how much I like mud puddles. We have a few, but they're not as bad as they were yesterday for sure.
Here's a noise that our alternator's making. And that is one of the reasons why we cut this trip to Newfoundland a little short. Is it is concerning us a little bit.
You did good getting out.
Yeah, that was not that bad at all. And that noise seems to be getting a little worse.
Yeah.
And I think we've almost run out of luck. If that thing goes, we're like $5 hookers. I mean, we're screwed
we
every
did
time
cut the trip,
turn.
about a week short.
Yeah.
Well, I guess about a week short.
Yeah, maybe 4 or 5 days short.
Yeah, maybe 4 or 5 days short.
So now we made it out of the little hole down there at the lake. That was a great place to spend the night.
It was an awesome place to spend the night.
That's been the great thing about Newfoundland, is that there's just so many, anywhere you can, people almost will let you stay in their driveways if you wanted to. It's just really cool. But what's the cool thing you wanted to do that we didn't get to do when we were in Gros before?
The Tablelands Hike. We wanted to do that. It was raining when we were here before, so
we planned our trip to be able to stop there today.
Yeah.
And we have until 9 o'clock tonight to get in line to get on the ferry. So
that's what we're doing today.
It's a little muddy.
Wish that I could stay.
mighty fine water.
Wish for this moment
Mighty fine
to never
H2O.
go away. But it's all in my mind. And though I know that there is nothing to find, you're a beautiful sight in the summer night. And you can't put up a fight in the misty light.
This trip has been full of once-in-a-lifetime opportunities to see things, and seeing part of the Earth's core, land that happened below the crust of the Earth. Yeah, that's a once-in-a-lifetime kind of thing, and this is so spectacular to see all this, just to be able to be part of it. It's a reason to come to Newfoundland for sure. But put it on top of all the other things we've seen that we could not have seen if we hadn't come. It's definitely a cool thing. Happy fat old man. So as far as the trail, we made it to the end of the trail and we're about halfway. You can scramble to go about twice as far, but I think we're going to turn around here and head back. Beautiful hike.
It is. It's really cool. Very different.
While you roam in the streets all alone, and all you can see, thinking about what your life came to be. You're a beautiful sight in the summer night. And you can't put up a fight in the misty light. Like the mothers of Brazil find their way. We're all on our own, but you're the most beautiful I've ever known. You're a beautiful sight in the sun on the night. And you can't put up a fight in the misty light.
First in line.
Couple hours until it's time to go. We're out walking Maggie, letting her get as much done outside as she can before she goes to bed tonight. I'm supposed to be a little sad. If I fell in the water back there, I'd be really sad. But I tell you what, Newfoundland has been awesome time. You know,
Great place to boondock.
Yeah,
It's just beautiful.
it is. One of the places we'll always remember, and maybe one of these days we'll come back. And until then, happy tales, guys.
Thanks for joining us on this little epic trip that we took on the Maritimes of Canada.
Coffee there, put it down.
In the misty light.
In 200 meters, turn right onto Pleasant Street, Nova Scotia 305 North.